How hard is it to operate under that type of system where you're in and out of the game? Is that a difficult thing in terms of rhythm as a quarterback?
It's not difficult. Just do your job, and that's what it comes down to.
You seem really reflective. They kept showing you on the screen toward the end of the game. You seemed reflective, and I don't know if you were, but were you reflective, and what were you thinking in those moments as the game was coming to an end?
I mean, it goes without saying, the humanistic side of this football, game. Football's been good to me. I was able to walk away, unscathed. But I don't want to sound like I'm retiring, but it's had some great, memories. And as you think about, as you move forward, it takes more than one guy. It takes more than one talent. It takes more than a couple guys. It takes unanimously everybody understanding what their role is and what you have to do. And when I look at my situation, was it ideal? And I'm talking big picture. I'm talking, over the years, not today. I'm just talking. Was it ideal? No. But I think the thing that I can pride myself on is being able to say I never blinked, I never bitched, I never complained, I never pointed the finger, I never, wanted it any easier than what it is. We play this game as alpha males, as lions going against each other. One lion taking over another safari or whatever, and you'll be damned, so to speak. So it takes guys to really understand, their role and their responsibility and being able to execute it every play. So, on the sideline, I had a moment where, you look back over the years and guys who taught you, Steve Smith, Jordan Gross, Ryan Khalil, Michael Orrs, Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly's, might as well, Josh Norman, for what it's worth, Charles Johnson, Julius Peppers, KK Short. And they understood what keep pounding meant. And was it ideal? No. Was it something that, you had to just succumb to the philosophy at times? Yeah. But the team got the glory, Nobody looked for somebody else to make a play. They just went out there and upheld their end of the bargain and did it. I say that in all confidence, knowing that I don't know what the future holds, but, I'm just so let down because the city of Charlotte has been good to me. When I first got here, there was a lot of uncertainty how long I would be here. And this second go around, it's just unfortunate because you put so much work into trying to find ways to win, and, building relationships along the way. And when it doesn't happen, it's like right now, you feel empty. You feel like, damn, are you good enough? You know what I'm saying? And my message to the offense before the game was it's about you equating to me. It's about me, right? And that may sound individualistic, but when you really think about it, it's about us and how our outlook is. And before you can get to us, you have to hold yourself accountable, right? And that's why it's about you being me, right? So when I'm up here speaking at you guys, it's necessarily, I'm not going to complain about getting into a rhythm. I'm not going to complain about, what this person didn't do, what that person didn't do. I'm going to be a man, and I'm going to take responsibility, because I know if I just keep doing what I'm supposed to do, in the long run, it'll pay off. I take pride in saying that I was able to be a part of probably the best season to date that this city has ever seen. And You know, I wasn't part of the 2-14 team, but it's not pretty. So the level of appreciation that I have for, you know, the Mecklenburg County and its connecting, you know, counties and cities around, you know, it hit a little different. You know, so I don't necessarily know what the future holds, but you know, I'm gonna look that lion eyeball to eyeball, you know, as Kobe once said, and I'm not gonna blink. So I take pride in my performance. I take pride in, you know, knowing that you can't bully me. You know what I'm saying? I'm as alpha as they come. So when you take pride in certain things, your preparation is a certain type of way. The way you practice is a certain type of way. The way you play in hopes is a certain type of way. But you still need other guys to do that. And that's the frustrating part. It's just like, you know, you got guys in that locker room that you can win with. And for me, you know, you got coaches in there that you can win with. They've won. But being able to sustain it week in and week out, day in and day out, hour by hour, you know, that's what I always question myself and being able to do that. So, you know, I know that's a lot, but.
What would you like your future to look like?
I don't know.
When the season or your season here started in Arizona, you spoke a lot about just how purposeful you feel your return here has been. Do you have any sense of clarity on what that purpose may be?
Of course. You know, I just hate that the circumstances were what they were. You know, I'm still learning the offense, let's be honest, you know. But at the same time, being able to roll with the punches, you know, as an old coach, Mike Shuley used to always tell me, you got to be, you know, like the ward on the duck's back, just keep what's next mentality, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the person that I am today, it's so much that races through your mind, but I mean, I'm just grateful to have the platform that I do have, you know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of guys that come up on, you know, the stage or the podium and take the coward's way, you know, directly or indirectly. And, you know, the truth is that, you know, I wasn't good enough today. I knew that. There was opportunities for us to move the ball. Was that a good defense? Was that a good team? Absolutely. But if you don't, if you're looking in the mirror and you see Simba in the early part of the movie, and you don't see Mufasa, you know, that's what it comes down to. So, you know, for me, man, I just appreciate Coach Rule for challenging me and allowing me to challenge him. I appreciate, you know, how Sam went out there and competed and battled. I appreciate my teammates for doing the best that they could. That best wasn't good enough, including myself. And we, and I'm saying the whole Charlotte community, we deserve better. Hell, I want better. And if you don't want that, if you don't feel disgusted inside, then it is what it is. So, I mean, Coach Rule is a great coach. I heard the boos, I heard the, you know, the chants and, you know, stuff like that. But last time I checked, Coach Rule wasn't out there playing. You know, and it was told to me early on this week about playing 2 quarterbacks. Did I approve of it? That's not even a thought. As a player, you play. A coach, he coaches. If he deemed that was the best, you know, for this team to win, then it's for me to swallow my pride and get on board. And I did that, you know. So, you know, yet at the end of the day, you know, it's about being realistic, but at the same time being optimistic of knowing, like, I said what I said about, bringing or being a part of a team that brought the best season here, and I'm a part of something that's not accepted to the masses, and just to see the different dynamics, hopefully that there will be, a brighter day.
You said you don't know what the future holds, but this almost feels like you're saying goodbye, and I'm wondering, when you hugged Brady and ran through the tunnel ahead of everybody else, what did it feel like?
No, it ain't, man. Look, I mean, part of me right now, man, want to just, keep it a buck with y'all. And if it wasn't for my children, watching this, I could keep it a buck. But as far as this being my last go round, nah, I don't feel like that. For more reasons than one, you know what I'm saying? But yet, it's nothing to belabor the fact, man. You looking at a man, and I say that pridefully because, I can say this and I can say that and I can, yeah, you know what, you're right, yeah, that. But what does that do besides be the front of the Charlotte Observer, ESPN.com, the news? Like, man, this city done seen too many cowards. Let's just be honest, We need real people to step up to the opportunity, players, coaches, front office, owners, and take it personal. Take it personal, because I do. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a part of this, for the future. But at the end of the day, as a man, you just got to accept whatever role that you get. And, yeah, I take pride in it. And I take today's performance very, very personal. And the performances, in the past, very personal.
Since you've been back, you have been crystal clear that you're laser focused on football. But you and TJ Olsen shared a moment before he banged the keep pounding drum. Can you talk to us a little bit about that and what that meant?
Yeah, man, I forgot about Greg on the list of players, man, but I'm sorry. I call him Cheeks. You know what I'm saying? When he was a little kid, man, he had just the puffiest, cheeks. And when I look at my son, my youngest, Kashmir Saint, I call him Pumbaa for short. And, you don't know that feeling. I don't know that feeling, to be able to look at your child and hope that the doctors do their job. You know what I'm saying? I witnessed, Greg, and I seen, what him and Kyra was able to do along that time. And, man, it was just admirable. It was just it's so honorable, to just see from afar, the true definition of, keep pounding, and, no matter what the circumstances were and are, you just stay optimistic and you just keep moving forward. And, to TJ today was able to do something that a lot of people probably don't care to know, but, he's a walking testimony. He's a walking blessing, to be able to endure a lot that he's endured. And I just remember, I will forever be grateful to Greg Olsen, man, just what he was able to do, and was one of those guys that always had my ear, still has my ear, with being a professional. And, watching guys like that for over years, see how they move, see how they are men, see how they're great husbands, see how they're great fathers. That's the reason why I am who I am, having guys like that you can kind of see from afar and say, man, look, I was there when his sons was going through those surgeries, and, prayer after prayer after prayer, and hope after hope after hope. And, he never came to practice and, said, you know what, this is just too much for me. You know what I'm saying? He never came to any team meetings late, and just to see him persevere through that, and to see a walking, testimony like I said today, it just is what it is, man. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for this, man, and it is going to be what it's going to be. I just know that, we're a good football team. It may not look like that all the time, but I know what I see in practice, and I know what I've seen over this last couple of weeks that I've been here. We're a good football team, and we can win. It's just about us believing we can win and not taking, the easy route and being able to grunt games away. As I was watching games yesterday, not to bring anybody else in, the NFL is set up to be a one touchdown, one score lead. That's just how it's set up. You can't look for, the blowout wins, even though today was. But you just got to be able to lick your wounds, throw dirt on any type of scabs, and just be able to tell yourself, by all means, I'm going to do my job to win. So, man, I know we came up short today, but it's some things that we can go back and watch and say to ourselves that we got to keep building. And I can tell you right now, it wasn't because of the coaching. It wasn't because of what a person may have said or done. Because the truth of the matter is, we all are playing for jobs, and if you don't think as a coach you wouldn't do the right thing to want to win or to endure your tenure here, then you won't do it. So everything that he was bringing to the forefront was for one thing and one thing only, and that's the win. We didn't do it today, so you get the brunt of the blow, and that's just what you signed up for. So appreciate you.